Hello, everyone. Welcome to Vintage Booth Pro. My name is Crystal, and I am very behind on my videos. So let me catch up with March 2024's What Sold Over $50 in Antique Booths. So if you are not aware, we have a Facebook group where I share daily sales updates, and I encourage our group members at the end of every month to share, the big items that they sold, that things that we can be on the lookout for, and try to find these things ourselves, and and be encouraged about some of these big items that have sold in the past month, um, in antique booths around the country, and in some cases around the world. This month we have just over $5,000 in sales to tell you about. And we are at the very end of April, so very soon in the group I will be posting, let me know what you sold in April. So if you're not a member of our group already, jump over there and be sure to join today. So let's get started. First of all, our first vendor is the One Eyed Dog Antiques and Collectibles, located inside Vintage Marketplace at Fort Collins, Colorado. They said, "We bought this three-piece set, couch, table, and chair for $500 at an estate sale and sold it for $900. And same vendor, this bull rider frame photo was also purchased at an estate sale for about $25 and sold for $55. Our booth is called the One Eyed Dog Antiques and Collectibles, and we are located inside Vintage Marketplace in Fort Collins, Colorado. Next up is the Merry Mule, located in the Leavenworth Antique Mall in Leavenworth, Kansas. This beautiful cross stitch sold for $55. I paid $8 for it on half price day at an estate sale. My booth is the Merry Mule at the Leavenworth Antique Mall in Leavenworth, Kansas. Our next vendor is a Second Chance Corner, located in the Country Shops of Culpeper in Culpeper, Virginia. So this Federal Ladies Writing Desk, as found, sold for $120. Purchased from an auction for $20. My booth is a Second Chance Corner at the Country Shops of Culpeper in Culpeper, Virginia. The Country Shops of Culpeper is celebrating its 30th anniversary this month. So congratulations. Next vendor is Vintage Meets Mod, booth number 275 at Lakeland Antique Mall in Lakeland, Florida. They purchased this framed floral garden print by Greg Singley for $5.35 at a local thrift store and sold for $100 while on sale to a lovely couple visiting from Tennessee, located at booth number 275 at Lakeland Antique Mall in Lakeland, Florida. Next vendor is Strong Roots Handmade in Treasure Chest Tioga in Pineville, Louisiana. I acquired this beautiful blue carnival set at an auction, purchased for $7 and sold for $70. My booth is Strong Roots Homemade inside Treasure Chest Yoga in Pineville, Louisiana. Next one is Ridge's Estate at Wonderland Vintage Market in Green Bay, Wisconsin. And they said this brutalist bullfighter and bull sculpture was purchased from an estate for $50 and sold for $168. Our booth is Ridge's Estate, located in Wonderland Vintage Market in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Next vendor is Vintage Made Hip in the Lavender Room inside Traveling Gypsy in Groon, Texas. Not sure if I said that right. So they bought this pair of French World War I trench art vases for $85 and sold for $229. And my booth business name is Vintage Made Hip, located in the Lavender Room inside Traveling Gypsy in Groon, Texas. Next up is Painted Furniture by Christine, located in the Painted Tree in Knoxville, Tennessee. This haul tree paid $40, sold for $199, located in the Painted Tree in Knoxville, Painted Furniture by Christine. And same vendor, Grandma's China Cabinet paid $50, sold for $199. And again, they are in the Painted Tree in Knoxville, Painted Furniture by Christine. Next up is Linda Lou's Key Pieces in Hobbs, New Mexico. This Singer base sold for $80. I paid $15 off a marketplace. The mall owner sent out a message that a customer was looking for one, and I happened to have it stored in my garage. I sent a picture, and the customer wanted it. He picked it up at the store the next day. And this is Linda Lou's at Key Pieces in Hobbs, New Mexico. Same vendor. I sold this vanity bench for $50. I purchased it at a thrift store for $12. I spray painted it gold and washed the cushion. And that again is Linda Lou's at Key Pieces in Hobbs, New Mexico. Next up is Southern Palm Textile Company inside the Mercantile at Altamont Springs, Florida. And this was an estate sale find purchased for $85 and sold for $325. That is so beautiful. And they said, I own the Southern Palm Textile Company located in the Mercantile in Altamont Springs, Florida. Our next vendor is Yaya Rambles in Spring Hill, Florida. Bought this huge bunch of MCM orange grapes at a thrift store for $35. Sold in March for offer of $85. Yaya Rambles, vendor number 78, R&B Art and Antiques, Spring Hill, Florida. Next up is booth vendor Joy, located in the Queen of Hearts in Beaufort, Georgia. And this cruel artwork sold for $85, bought in a lot from an online auction years ago. Paid $32 for about 8 pieces. Our booth is located in the Queen of Hearts, Beaufort, Georgia. Booth code is JOY. This is located inside the Maumee Antique Mall in Maumee, Ohio. They sold this gorgeous Fenton uranium glass Jack in the Pulpit vase for $148.99. Paid $20 for it from Facebook Marketplace. Booth is at the Maumee Antique Mall in Maumee, Ohio. Next up is the Fifth Sparrow No More at Red Queen's Attic Antiques, Gifts, and Collectibles in Rosenberg, Texas. So they found this roll top desk for $25 on Facebook Marketplace and sold it for $135. They did a little bit of updating to it. And they are located in Rosenberg, Texas. The Fifth Sparrow No More, located at Red Queen's Attic Antiques, Gifts, and Collectibles. And this next vendor is the Brass Booth, located at Queen of Hearts in Beaufort, Georgia. This solid wooden dresser paid $100 on Marketplace, sold for $229. My booth is Brass, located in Beaufort, Georgia, Queen of Hearts. Located in Bonners Ferry, Idaho, not the best picture of Victorian-style chair bought from an auction. The picture is from the auction site for $13 and sold a few days later for $50. Located in Bonners Ferry, Idaho. Next, we have Booth 21, the Old Wagon Antique Mall in North Glen, Colorado. Sold this wood horse shelf slash stand for $65. Paid $15, and I believe this was an anthropology piece. Probably not truly vintage, but I think it would have fit someone's vintage aesthetic. Booth 21 at Old Wagon Antique Mall in North Glen, Colorado. Next, we have Mofro Studio at Midtown Market in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. I was given a 2-piece hutch. I took the top and converted it into a shelf by adding feet. This free piece sold for $425. My booth is Mofro Studio in Midtown Market, located in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Next vendor is My Six Threads, located at 1833 Shears Market in Chambersburg, Pennsylvania. I purchased this Victorian fireplace cover at a yard sale for $1 and sold it for $199. My booth is My Six Threads, located at 1833 Shears Market in Chambersburg, Pennsylvania. Next, we have number 20 booth at Claire Antique Mall in Claire, Michigan. So I grabbed this sturdy end table slash magazine rack off Facebook Marketplace for $15. Sold it at my number 20 booth at Claire Antique Mall in Claire, Michigan for $55. The goose sold the previous month. Same vendor, the top right shelf on the right is a long wooden Goodrich Rubbers crate. I picked it up from a local shop one lucky day for $25 and it sold for $95. This dark spinet secretary is another sale from booth 20, Clear Antique Mall, Clear, Michigan. Bought off Facebook Marketplace for $40. Sold it for a discount since if I've had it since summer for $100. Move it on out. Totally agree there. Same vendor. I was so lucky to score a tote of antiques from a pick. This wall mount cast iron coffee grinder was one of the many kitchen tools in the tote. I scrubbed it up, and my husband mounted it to a barn wood frame with a burlap backing. Had about $12 into it, and it sold for $152. Nice work. In the same tote was a Singer number 20 child's miniature sewing machine that also sold for $76.80. I had at a 10% discount. I had about $8 into that piece. It is pictured sitting atop the large Singer machine on the right. It was so cute. Oh, cool. Next up is Twin Rivers Local Vintage in Melbourne, Florida. This refinished Duncan 5 table and two refinished ladderback chairs sold for $225. I bought the table for $30 at an estate sale in North Florida and the chairs for $4 each at the Goodwill. Store location for my space is Twin Rivers Local Vintage in Melbourne, Florida. Next, we have the Corner Cottage at Wishing Wells Flea Market in Cassville, Missouri. And they found this on Facebook Marketplace for $25. I refinished it, sold it in March for $250. And again, they are the Corner Cottage in Cassville, Missouri. Next, we have Penny's Treasures, located at 3B's Boutique at Grand Terrace, California. Okay, two vintage bird cages with stands, purchased for $25 each and sold for $55. I am a collector and need to reduce collection size, running out of room. And this again is Penny's Treasures, located in 3B's Boutique in Grand Terrace, California. Next, we have the Iron Pig Market, located in the Antique Gallery of Houston, Texas. I sold this side table for $55, bought it at a junk shop for $7. It needed some cleaning and refreshing and a little repair. Iron Pig Market located at the Antique Gallery of Houston. Same vendor, I also sold this bluebonnet painting that I also found at a junk shop. Paid $15, sold for $129. I thought long and hard about keeping it. I can understand that for sure. Okay, next we have Shoffets Off the Square, located in Healdsburg, California. This wooden duck sold for $145. Found at Goodwill, paid $15. Sold at my booth at Shoffets Off the Square, 209 Healdsburg Avenue in Healdsburg, California. And I believe this is our last vendor. This is Seashore Vintage in booth G4 in the Painted Tree Boutiques in Virginia Beach. The conch and scallop framed pair of limited edition artists signed prints by James Alejandro. I purchased these from a family friend who was having a yard sale. Paid $10 for the pair with a friends and family discount and sold for $112 or $56 each. And again, this is Seashore Vintage in booth G4 at Painted Tree Boutiques. And that is the last of our vendors. Over $5,000 sold in March 2024. And if you like videos like this, I'm going to link a playlist of other items that have sold in antique booths around the world, around the country. And so you can learn what is selling in your part of the area and just be educated to help source better. And if you haven't joined our group already, please do so today. And I will see you over there. Thanks so much for watching.